what's up guys? I've forgotten to add something into this video, so what I've done is recorded this bit and I've put it at the start of the video. So in the video you will see me talk about the good, the bad and the ugly, and I've missed out something on the ugly, which is, I can't believe I forgot it, but I'm going to add it in before we get going. So yeah, in the video I do talk about the prices increased, but what the worst thing is there is no bonus for buying 10 now. There isn't any bonus. There's no guaranteed 4 to 5, and as a collective, the ENC thing, I think everybody on the game that knew about that feels like that is a complete ugly thing to do, and it's just so upsetting. And there's no incentive to buy in bulk anymore. It's just something that shouldn't have ever been taken away. It's very sad. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Hey everyone, welcome back. I have a special kind of video for you guys today. Since the update has gone live a couple of days ago now, I made some channels on the ENC Discord. Basically a good, a bad and the ugly. Basically everything we do like, everything we don't like, and then things that are just damn right awful. So we've got some collective opinions from everybody in the ENC, pretty much everybody who participated. So I'm going to go ahead, give you some examples and show them on screen. All the things we do, all the things we don't, and then a couple of suggestions here and there that we think could improve the game. So starting off on a positive note, what everybody does seem to really like is if you go into your dailies now, there is so much more clarity, it's ease of use. You just it's very simple, it's nice interface. Great, much better than the old setup, having to switch from chapter to chapter and then clicking a few to find out the motes you did want. Another thing a lot of people liked was the extension of play on the Guardians, because a lot of people had everybody maxed and everything was capped. Now we actually have lots of things to grind for, there's things to do. Not too deep on the astral levels, some people have a few, they don't seem to have noticed much, but we can save that for another video. Also, whilst I'm in here, I don't know if you can see it from here, yeah, there you go, the reduced cost of motes needed and the rank. Can't show you the motes on that one, but I can nip in. Don't actually think I've got anybody below 40. But yeah, overall the motes level from 1 to 20 and from 20 to 50 now is a lot less. We will be getting infographics made on that to show you guys exactly how much it needs. So that's another great addition. Moving over to the store section of the game. Still on the positives here, guys. This Stardust store is actually really good. Especially just to get some unlocks nice and easy. I can't imagine it would take too long to get 600 shards. Maybe a bit of luck. But yeah, it's a nice addition, especially with all the Guardians added now, which was pre-update. So the new famed ones won't be going in this, and I wouldn't imagine them to for a while now. But say Mike and Eve were the last ones we got, and they're both in here, so that's very well received. Coming out of here now, once you have successfully done an objective, you've completed one, it shows up here in the top right corner. But it comes up with like a yellow background, and when you do press it, it doesn't take you into the objective, so you have to claim it. So it's just a nice, quick, easy quality of life improvement. Just tap it one time and you'll get the reward instantly. A lot of people did comment on that, saying that was a very nice addition. Just jump into the story real quick. This is where I'm currently up to. A lot of people did comment on the first time rewards still being here, which is nice, and also the star rewards did remain. People thought it was important to let you guys know that it was appreciated, that these kind of things have remained in the game with all the changes recently. I've got no crystals currently to show you, but we do appreciate that every Guardian pull now gives shards for that class. We do have another point to touch on that later, but we'll get to that all in good time. This one was from me personally. Dungeon runners will appreciate this one. I know we've got it split up into 2 groups, but there is a lot more rewards there at the bottom, guys. All your motes is needed. So yeah, that is appreciated. It's a good source of motes, especially for free if you just use your normal energy, as opposed to using... if you use your dungeon energy, as opposed to using normal energy in the dailies, because that does get costly. Another great addition is when you are actually in battle, you can now select which targets you want your AI to focus on. So your friendly teammates, just by tapping the portrait in the top corner. Now there is a little snag with this, and we'll get to that very soon. So yeah, those are some of the good points from ENC. Let's swiftly move on to the bad points. This is where it starts to get, I mean, these are bad. They can be fixed. They're not awful, but it can be bad. Okay, so going into these, this is a big one. As you can see, I've completed it all, and the cost is very high. It is 9 energy for 7, so that's 180 for 140. I mean, it doesn't seem so bad when you say it like that, but you only get, what, 240 energy a day if you're online, and you don't use it on anything else. So if you look at it that way, for a lot of players at the end game who don't get energy for leveling up anymore, it's a bit of a slog, it's a bit of a grind fest, and it does prevent you from actually playing more parts of the other game, which everybody wants to jump into right now. The event, Jack's a great character. The event looks cool, it's visually cool. The items you collect is cool, but as you can see, I haven't really bothered. The format is a little bit stale. So always collecting some kind of item like this, going to the store. It's the same items in the store. The frames are nice. I'll probably play it just to get the frame. So yeah, I think they'd appreciate just a little bit of some experimenting again with the new format would be nice, or even just some new items in the store every now and then that are up for grabs, that are alluring to people. Okay, moving over to the Alliance section on the missions. It's going to show everybody our score, but we don't care. These have not been updated. The names using certain crystals. There you go, scholar crystals, unscholar crystals. We don't have any of them. So yeah, just getting them updated, and also some clarity on them. Maybe even change the rulings just a little. Again, it's just about keeping things fresh, especially if you've been playing this game for like, I think it was about 5 months ago when they did get changed a little bit. But it's all about keeping it fun for everybody. Again, no crystals to show you guys, but the Stardust gain from opening Guardians in their crystals has been cut in half. Now, at one point during the last 5 months, again, they did get jumped up. You would get 1200, and then it went to 24 if you pulled a 5-star Guardian with overshards. My only thinking for this is if you haven't got that Guardian maxed, so nobody has at the Astrals, then it may jump up when you have a level 10 Guardian, level 10 Astral Guardian. But yeah, that's a lot of people wanted to say that that's really bad. They didn't really like that. Now this one's an interesting one, and a few people have mentioned this one. Unable to see enemies casting specials when they're off screen, and also the special markings on the floor aren't as easy to see from now. Personally, I haven't had the markings on the floor being easy to see. Maybe if there's a lot of Guardians, then yeah, it can be a little bit tough to see who's firing at you if you're getting shot from all directions. But I have had the Guardians off screen casting specials, and you don't really know unless it's like, if it's a healer off screen and you see your enemy's health going back up, then you'll know there is someone somewhere. So maybe just like a little icon, a little arrow that points off screen, like up, middle, down. Suggestion for that one, maybe, perhaps. And whilst we're here, to do with targeting, targeting an enemy with both of your AI isn't working. Now, 1 or 2 people have had this problem, and then the rest haven't really tested it. Apparently, it's really difficult, maybe almost impossible, to get everybody concentrating all on one Guardian, because if you switch to one AI, tap the portrait and focus, switch to another one, tap the same portrait and focus, the one that you previously selected apparently just runs off. So it's hard to get all 3 on the same Guardian. Whilst we're on the home screen, TK crystals now. Maybe some clarity of what's in them, maybe change them up just a little bit, but please don't be adding 2 stars to these big ones. But also, whilst we're here, if you see in 24 minutes, when I claim this, it will show me what I've got, then I'll click accept at the bottom, whatever it says, and then it'll bring me straight back to the home screen instead of bringing me back to this screen to instantly craft. And again, it's just a little quality of life improvement that we did have that has now disappeared. Not sure why, but there you go. A lot of people did comment on this one. Back into the store now for this next one. We're all over the place today in this video. Okay, so in the Laurel store, to get these you need to be in an alliance contributing to earn these Laurel points, and when you do, you have access to this store, which is very cool. You come to this crystal down here, which I've currently bought. This used to have 3-star to 5-star, Goofy and Donald, that's where you'll get them from. But now it has 2 to 4-star only, with a slight increased chance in Donald, which we think is pretty awful. I mean, it wasn't needed, it's the only place to get them. So yeah, that one didn't go down well with us guys over at the ENC. I think it was very unnecessary to do that. Again, we briefly touched upon it further up, that on the dailies it's very expensive, but also the story is quite expensive. Now, it is understood that the story is now your main measure of progression, as it is difficult, but it is quite expensive to keep trying, especially if you're failing. So yeah, a couple of people didn't really appreciate that. I mean, I understand it, but if you want to have a good couple of goes and you do fail, it will cost you. So maybe spend more time powering up to a level where you think you can, and then come back to it. But again, that's not fun, because some people like to, if they're nearly there or they're nearly close and they think if they just switch one Guardian out, it's costing too much for that trial and error and also that strategic mindset. It's taken a little bit away from that creativity that we once had. And finally, everything I've said in this bad section, half of it we knew, half of it we didn't. There wasn't much clarity in the patch notes. Now, I'm not sure if people knew, I'm not sure why, but we certainly found out a lot of this only recently and through playing it. I mean, a little bit more clarity goes a long way with the community. So maybe it's just something that could be improved upon. Sorry, Lyra. We love you really, and we know it's not your fault. Okay, moving on. Only a couple of people said this, but I can understand their reasoning behind it. When you go into your talents and you are using these, like I've got this one on Bell maxed because it's amazing for healers. But anyways, people seem to think, like this is the ugly section as well, by the way, guys, so people really didn't like this. People seem to think that you should use your common books on the common talent. Now, I know that's what they used to be called. It's now called a basic talent. So, I'm not sure. I'm just reporting that one. I know as you do need an Epic Volume 1 to finish it, and you need lots of uncommons along the way. So yeah, I'm just reporting what somebody else said on this one. This next one is very, very painful. Probably the most painful thing for many people. The famed crystals and the stellar crystals increased price. Utterly disgusting. Just that's all that can be said. Apart from the fact there is now 2-star Guardians in with an astronomical chance of getting them. It's absolutely ridiculous. You get them all the time. It's so frustrating. It's put a lot of people off buying these famed crystals now. I mean, I spent 5 and I got a 2-star version of Jack, which is very upsetting. Which brings us to the next point, the gating of rank ups behind star levels. Now, if you watched my Jack Skellington video, and I will go ahead and show you this, it's absolutely disgusting. There's nothing. I've got enough rank ups and motes to get Jack up to say 50 perhaps. And then that's what I wanted to do, to show you guys more and how he is. But I can't because he needs to be 3-star. So the chances of me pulling a 3-star it's not worth 300, and it's a waste of the 1500 I've just spent personally. People have spent more than me, people have spent less and not even got him. So there is that balance. But overall, the price hike is disgusting. The gated ranks is disgusting, and the 2-star versions totally hated by the community. The next point, I can't really give you a visual demonstration, but I can explain it to you. Now, this is a very interesting point, and I kind of agree with it. The spread of the motes needed to level is highly uneven. So what that means is, you needed minor motes from 1 to 20, which you still do, major motes from 20 to 50, which you do, and then superior for 50 to 100. We think the spread should have been a little bit more evenly based out, so you're actually using more of your motes along the way. And this would have probably been more better received for the superior motes, only needing 30 levels for them, and it probably would have been worth spending that more energy. So one person who suggested this is the spread they came up with. The minor motes should have been from level 1 to 30, majors from 30 to 70, so that's still a huge amount of majors you'll need, and then the superior emotes from 70 to 100. I think that would have been a more beneficial spread. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's a fairly reasonable suggestion. Gold is always a struggle. Now with less energy and more places to focus, I can't see that improving anywhere. Again, moving into these events. Nowhere in this event campaign will you see a chance at unlocking the new Guardian. Not even at 1 star, which we did used to have. We used to be able to buy 2-star versions with the currency, and it got removed. The community's been crying out for this. I did see Unstable Gamer post about this the other day, and the community, again, some of the newer players got behind it. We used to have this, and it got removed. Sorry, Vile Viles. Yeah, used to be there. Like where Oogie is, it'd say Jack, and we won't get Jack because he's new, and Oogie's been out for a while. Yeah, people just want 1-star versions, the collectors, and I understand that. If people like them, then they will spend. At the moment, people aren't going to spend. It's just not working. You need to flip it back. And then finally, to end it all, to end the video, another thing that people are disliking, and it's getting more and more annoying as time goes on, is these offers. Now the offers themselves, I guess, aren't bad for some people who want to spend and progress really, really fast. But every single time you log in, there is one there, and you will decline it, but it comes back. So yeah, it's really obnoxious. It's really grating on people, and I did see a comment on Discord saying maybe I've like a little checkbox, do not see this again. I mean, people know where the offers are, especially the people who buy these offers. They know exactly where to look. Maybe just do it once and then that's it. But when you've got all these offers popping up at the same time, guys, just a suggestion from me personally, if you're going to release all 4 of the class-specific tier 3s, show them all in one pop-up, show them all in one screen, like one separate ad saying, here you go, guys, we've got a 4-day offer, you can now buy this, 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 and this, all in one nice, neat pop-up image instead of 4 separate ones, and then again every time you log in. So yeah, just to wrap this video up, this was, like as I said at the start, this was a collective from the ENC Alliance, from the members, and from Eeaassyynow Army, so the whole family got behind this. Just for the 3 days, this is what we've come up with so far. Have I missed anything? Yep, I've missed one thing out, the towers. Here we go. Go into these towers. As you know, we had the Seafaring one that just ended today, and now we have High Tech. This was in the bad section, not the ugly. I mean, this is going to get tedious, keep rerunning this. It's the only place to get your epic bucks. It's nice for the orbs, don't get me wrong, but having got to floor 29 before I run out of time, and I know Cloud Sky and Lodopina VXQ did finish this. I did see the battle. All the battles are the same, so every week when it resets, you will be fighting the same 30 battles, just with different teams all the way through. Now this will get very boring very fast. Yeah, I don't think I've missed anything else. That's it. If you guys think I've missed anything else, or if there's any pain points you'd like to mention, make sure you drop them in the comments. And I do know some of the developers and some of the Kabam staff do watch this and report it to the right people. Things like this video and everybody's opinion getting involved is very, very important for the progress of the game. Despite what people think, they do care and they do want to make the game better. They've got to make money, but at the same time, they don't have to quite do it in some of these ways. And then, who knows, maybe this might help. I'm guessing it will for future updates. 1 or 2 of these things might get implemented, and then on the whole, everybody is happier. So yeah, if you've made it this far, leave a like, subscribe, all the usual business. If we've missed anything, drop it in the comments, and stay tuned because I'll be releasing more videos as the weeks go on. Take it easy now.